Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Our first item is about Justin Bieber and Madison Beer. It reads, the IPA singer model is openly with the married foreign-born A-list singer. They figure if it looks like it is in front of everyone, that no one will guess what goes on when they are not in front of everyone. Now, we know that Hailey puts up with a lot, but I can't imagine her putting up with dealing with Madison Beer and Justin's relationship. I feel like Madison Beer threatens everyone. Now, we actually did a video about Justin Bieber and Madison Beer and how I spoke about the potential of him grooming her since she was a young girl because he pursued her after watching her videos online, kind of like how he was pursued by Usher and then Diddy. Recently, there was a moment on social media where Justin was joking in some of the comments on Madison Beer's post. She posted like a normal post on Instagram with a few different pictures, but he commented, the fact that you didn't use a song from the new record for this slide is diabolical. Now, he included a bunch of emojis, but why would he expect Madison Beer to go and promote his album? When Madison Beer was young, they thought that she was the female Justin Bieber, but the record labels did not see her the same way. Justin tried to advocate for her, but eventually she got dropped. I don't think Madison Beer owes Justin Bieber anything. Maybe he helped her out in the beginning, but he did not help her career, which even though she does have a few hit songs, she does struggle to go and make it mainstream. Comment below, why do you think so? But it is a little bit thirsty that Justin is over here lurking on Madison's page, trying to accuse her of not promoting his album when she made this post before his album was even out.
It's a big deal because Bieber made this comment 3 days ago on July 16, back when this IG post was on June 23rd. That is right, he commented a month after this IG post was made. And if you go to the comment section, there's like a bunch of things being said about this. Like, for example, the top person saying stay away from her, the bottom person saying he's a freak. I mean, this definitely does add fuel to the rumor that they do have something going on. Because I'm sure you remember this last year when Madison had in her birthday post on IG and Justin Bieber responded with like heart emojis. So this is definitely fueling those rumors right here. Now, as for what he meant when he commented that, I guess that's up to interpretation. Either he's talking about her unreleased song, or he's talking about why she isn't supporting his new album. Or it could just be all one big joke, who knows. But I just find it crazy how he commented this a month after the IG post was made.
Our next blind item is about Kim Kardashian. It reads, there's no evidence that the new products that the reality star's pushing do what they're advertised to do. The star herself doesn't even use them. It feels very scamish. This comment reads that Kim Kardashian doesn't even use half of the stuff that she advertises. Another comment reads, I'll tell you that Kourtney supplements are total garbage. Which, comment below if you guys have used those Lemmy gummies that Kourtney is selling at Target before. This comment reads, not to be cruel, but if you get taken in on anything the Kardashians are pushing, you get what you deserve. What's next? Kardashian branded butt pillows? So you could too have that Kim caboose when you wiggle down the street? Another person asked, how is Kim coming along on that law degree? Fire commented, highly doubt that this new chin strap thingy sold out, and if they are, probably only 5 were made. Grifters, all of them. Do you guys ever get your photo taken in a special moment, but when you go to look at that photo, you don't look like how you felt? Like, for example, I was so excited when my mom came to visit me in LA, but I did not like one photo that we had taken. That was until I used my favorite problem solver, FaceApp Pro. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So here's a picture of my mom and I want to start off with my face. Now, I wasn't even broken out here. I blame the phone's getting so clear because why do I have so much texture on my face? So I'm gonna go ahead and smooth out my face. One thing I love about FaceApp is there's different levels. I was also being lazy that day. I did not shave, so I'm gonna go to the beard section and select shaven and watch. It's like magic. Now, she would hate if I smoothed my skin and I did not touch hers, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually add the fresh filter to her face. It really gets the job done, just highlights the best features. FaceApp makes it so easy to fix the little stuff without going overboard. It's quick, it's subtle. I use it all the time, especially when the lighting doesn't want to cooperate. It's great for the shadows. So if you've got those great pictures sitting in your camera roll, but they just need a little cleanup, download FaceApp using my QR code and get the pro version. You'll get a 7-day free trial, and then it's only $5 a month if you go yearly. Click the link in my description or scan my QR code. Thank you, FaceApp, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Now, I must admit, I have fallen victim to some of the chin wraps in the past because I don't like having like a big, turkey neck, and I don't think anyone really likes that. And Kim Kardashian's now trying to profit off of it. For $48, you can go and get this chin strap that does absolutely nothing to your face besides makes you feel like you're choking. They claim that these yarns feature collagen. There's like medicine within the fabric, which again does not add up as well, like collagen in a fabric. I don't think one exists, and two, it's not going to do what they're trying to sell you. Kim said it just snatches your little chinny chin. It's super comfortable to wear at night or just around the house. One person said on Reddit, you gotta give it to Kim, she's always at the forefront of identifying new things for women to be insecure about and profiting off of them. Why the hell does everything about a woman need to be fixed? Holy hell.
Officially upgraded the face shaper game because look at this. My favorite part is how this goes around your neck because the other ones slip off so easily, and the fabric is infused with collagen. Shout out to Skims for giving me this snatched jawline.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Wearing this on your face is not going to snatch anything except the money out of your wallet. This is basically a facelift wrap. After somebody has a facelift, after Chris had her facelift, they probably put one of these on her that gave Kim the idea that, hey, maybe I can sell these for $48 each. And they're sold out. The idea that you put collagen yarns into this fabric, what does that mean? Now, there are ways to tighten up your skin without surgery. I shared them on my podcast a few weeks ago. Here are some of them, but this is not it.
Our next blind item is about Oprah, and you guys know I love the islands of Hawaii. This item reads, the one named permanent A-lister could have paid for the road to be open all the time. She chose to pay for an easement that only allows her to use it. So yes, technically, she doesn't own the road, but she's the only member of the general public who gets to use it. Oprah and Hawaii have been going back and forth for so many years because she owned so much of the land, taking it from those people, and when disaster strikes, she refuses to open up her roads, her private roads, to go and let people escape so they don't die. Foxy writes, money literally opens doors. And another person writes, and closes evacuation roads apparently. Barbara writes that Oprah can care less about the indigenous people there and her reputation deserves to suffer. This person writes, her inferiority complex is so bad that she finds each and every opportunity to feel superior and above other people, even when their lives are in danger. If you guys did not see the news, there was a tsunami warning in Hawaii, parts of California, and Alaska because there was an earthquake in Russia that was really intense. This was an 8.8 magnitude earthquake that struck off of the coast of Russia. I saw that there are some big waves going on in Japan, and there were people in Hawaii rushing to safety. Oprah, who's lived part-time on Maui for over 15 years, owns more than 2,000 acres on the island. And it looks like this volcano named Halakala is where her land is located, and there's a private road there which she uses.
I don't think people understand how much property Oprah actually owns on the island of Maui. You look up pictures of the house and this is what you see. You see her house, a mansion, with her guest house is also a mansion. But this doesn't tell the full story. Zoomed out on Google Earth, she has this exact division of property, almost 1,000 acres that she owns solely. One person owns this much property on someone else's sacred land. Nobody needs that. Her property has its own private road that only a few people can use. So when you go and you look at pictures of Oprah's house on Maui and you only see stuff like this, just know that's not her property. She owns 1,000 times more than what you're seeing. She bought all that property somehow for $6.6 million. If you go and you estimate the value of all that acreage now in Maui, it's over $300 million. So basically, she could sell a third of that land back to the people of Maui at full market price, which is still evil, and use that $100 million to give it back to the people of Maui. No one person needs that much property of any island. It's ridiculous.
Machine Gun Kelly had a weird moment recently. Speaking of rappers and drugs and bad decisions, this three-named rapper-singer said he turned down a movie role because he refused to say the N-word, which that's probably a good decision. But back in the past, he has said it on camera on the red carpet before, so I'm not sure what he's trying to have us believe. Maybe he's a changed man, which honestly, good, Machine Gun Kelly. We need some good changes from you. This comment reads that he's desperately trying to clean up his image. And it looks like the latest headline says that MGK claims he turned down a role during the Sinner's audition because of the N-word being in the script, saying that he could not say it. MGK did an interview where he opened up about skipping out on the potential audition for the vampire role over the inclusion of the racial slur in the script. He said, I was supposed to be in that, the vampire. They had me set up to do the audition. It's the one that's in the house, so he's the second vampire, the one that comes and eats the family. He said in the audition he has to say the N-word and he would not do it. Which honestly, good for MGK, because I would never ever even imagine doing that. So Good. MGK is trying out for other roles. He put out a message to Hollywood directors saying, hey, I'd like to be in cinema while I still look young. He does have a new album coming out in August. And he also just had a baby with Megan Fox a few months ago. And it seems like they're doing all right. So she probably forgave him for cheating on her. We did find an old clip where he responded to claims of him using the N slur in the past. This clip is from 2017.
Let me just clarify this, man. First off, I seen the YouTube videos of y'all bitch-ass motherfuckers, not to you, Black, of y'all bitch-ass motherfuckers out there taking my words and inserting the N-word in between my sentence. Like, y'all motherfuckers are crazy, man. You have too much time in your hands, man.
Right.
Look, I've been around these motherfuckers since I was 15, 16. Never said the N-word.
I watched you a couple times on this performance just to see if you were saying the shit. And I expect that.
Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? I never said the N-word. Like, I see them, they say MGK, like, the titles are like, MGK makes racist comment, calls black woman the, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motherfuckers nuts, man. Don't ever try and play me like that. That shit was crazy. But, yeah, and also, that's a fucking compliment. What do you want me to say? Like, y'all, like, give terrible head, y'all whack? Like, I don't get it.
What you said? Well,
I said black women give the best head.
They do?
Our next blind item is about Lindsay Lohan. It reads, speaking of illiterate actresses, this one in a reboot has been acting like a diva with her demands for this press promo tour. Studios don't like that unless the movie is a hit. This one won't be though. If you guys have seen the film, comment below, what did you think? This comment reads that Lindsay Lohan and her Freakier Friday. I don't think it's gonna be a flop though. So there's still some people holding out hope. Another comment reads, I would hope that Lindsay learned her lesson. And I don't know, I think Lindsay Lohan is like a case study. She like moved to Dubai, she got this accent, then she married this man, she's got all this plastic surgery. She's had quite a roller coaster of a life. Lindsay said, I don't want my family to ever experience being chased by the paparazzi the way I was. They were terrifying moments I had in my life. I have PTSD to the extreme from those things. The most invasive situations really scary, and I pray that stuff never comes back. It's not safe, it's not fair. Lindsay and her husband Bader Shammas were first linked in 2020 and married in 2022, having their son in 2023. Part of the reason why Lindsay lives in Dubai is because she's able to avoid paparazzi because you cannot legally take pictures of people there. Shout out to all the people in Dubai. I don't know if we even stream there. Like, what is Dubai even like?
But your home base is in Dubai.
Yeah.
But tell me what that's like.
It's just far away from Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I live a very normal life.
Yeah.
There's no worry of like, I can't go eat at this place because someone's going to take a picture of my son. And it's just, I feel very safe.
They don't have photographers
No,
there?
it's not legal.
What?
It's not. You can't
That's
even take a picture
incredible.
of someone else if you're at a restaurant. You have to ask the person, which is a big difference from
Nice.
here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
privacy is
In,
key.
in Dubai, I know you're from the East Coast. Have you found good pizza in Dubai?
Not like New York.
Yeah.
No.
Our next blind item is about Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds. It reads, will what the A-list actress said in her deposition about her feelings for the former co-star get leaked? Apparently, it is crazy juicy and not something her husband would want to read. So Blake Lively really did have a crush on Justin Baldoni, which we knew this the entire time. This comment reads, I always thought when this first started, she wanted two things, to sleep with Justin Baldoni and total control over the movie. She got turned down flat by Justin Baldoni. He loves his wife, and so she blew up the movie. Neither worked, so here comes the lawsuit. Her idiot husband went along with the second, either condoning or not knowing about the first. Now he's stuck. This comment reads, take the band-aid off already and settle. Mariana adds, I think it's too late for that. Another person writes, this entire scenario is about her feelings regarding Justin Baldoni and him not reciprocating. She has the false belief that all her co-stars are hot for her because it was pretty easy pickings on Gossip Girls. If she were smart, she would have backed out of this a long time ago. This girl is sabotaging herself. Too much fame too soon. Another person adds, I think Ryan is getting tired of her crap. Victor adds, unfortunately, divorce is not on the cards. He can't risk his image of being the good guy. Recently, Blake Lively did have a deposition against Justin Baldoni. Blake's counsel accused Justin and his lawyers of leaking information about the deposition to the tabloids. Blake Lively did have a face-to-face with Justin Baldoni, but it's not exactly how the media is reporting it. There were other people there, Jennifer Abel, Melissa Nathan, Jamie Heath, a bunch of other names that we've seen thrown around in these lawsuits.
I think she's fishing and she's panicking. I don't think they have what they need to prove her claims, and they are panicking. Overnight, Blake Lively filed a motion to compel, saying that they never fully turned over all of those documents from their countersuit that they referenced and cited and annotated and all the jazz, right? And now she wants them. But if you actually read what she's demanding and some of the allegations they throw in there, it is interesting. So she's asking for over 60 communications, like text messages and emails, that they reference to in their amended complaint. She's saying that they have never handed them over in full and that she is wanting them to cough it up anyway, even though their case is now dismissed. And she even says too, you know what? Even if you can't cough it up, then you need to confirm whether or not you guys destroyed or deleted that evidence.
Another recent headline brings up Taylor Swift and the fact that Blake Lively can't accept her friendship with Taylor's over. Blake can't accept that their friendship has ended. She's seemingly been heartbroken about the mess. Blake and Taylor used to be best friends. Taylor is actually one of Blake's daughter's godmother. But of course, their dynamics turned upside down whenever Blake used Taylor against Justin Baldoni. The court even approved of Justin's request to dig into the two best friends' chat related to him and the case. An insider claims that Blake never meant to involve Taylor in this. She feels her friendship has been exploited. But it was her who claimed that she was Khaleesi and Taylor was one of her dragons, which did not sit well with Taylor Swift. Despite their rocky relationship, Blake is holding on to hope that she will mend fences with Taylor Swift. Blake isn't ready to give up. She loves her deeply and misses her beyond words. Aw, well, you shouldn't have done her dirty.
Okay, genuine question. Do you guys think that Blake Lively and Taylor Swift are still friends, like behind the scenes, they just don't let the public know that they're talking? Or do you think that their friendship is 100% over and that Taylor Swift has cut her off? Blake Lively, quote unquote, fighting for her life in Taylor Swift's inner circle after Justin Baldoni fallout report. This other one, Blake Lively can't accept her friendship with Taylor Swift ended, says Sword. I think Taylor Swift cut Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds off a while ago, months ago. I think she wants nothing to do with them. I think she is happy. She is thriving. She wants nothing to do with this case. She wants nothing to do with Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni. And I think she's distanced herself. I really do. I think she's probably like, you know, like, no, I'm going to stay away. You figure out your legal issues. And maybe after the whole legal thing is wrapped up and done, maybe then they can revisit it. But I think Taylor's cut her off.
Okay, so I don't know why this next blind item refers to People magazine as knee pads, but comment below if you know. But this is about Justin Timberlake. It reads, even knee pads, People magazine, didn't want any part of the Lime story, which is why the singer had to reveal it all on social media. We've all seen some of Justin Timberlake's terrible performances in Europe, and now he's explaining himself by saying that he has Lyme's disease. And I know Lyme's disease can be very difficult, so I have sympathy for what Justin could be going through. But this comment reads, either way, karma's got Justin Timberlake good. The Red Sparrow said, is this Justin Timberlake's excuse for his pathetic concert performances? Which, to be honest, when I saw these clips, I thought it was more of a relapse situation. Mystic writes, PR damage control to cover an addiction problem. Anyone with Lyme's disease would tell you there's no way he could perform while having the disease. Sorry, but he picked the wrong disease to try to cover his issues. Nobody will believe this. Another person asked, where did Justin get Lyme? Was he in the woods? Which, you know, in the Hamptons, in New York, in the summertime, there is a lot of ticks, so it could have been from there. That's also like where he got his DUI at. Another person asked, if he's not really sick, then what is it? Partying out of control? Tiny added, drugs and alcohol. Him and his best friend, Jimmy Fallon, can't seem to get the drinking and drugs under control. Now, I grew up in Virginia, where there are a lot of ticks. I've picked off plenty of ticks off of myself. A lot of people in my family have Lyme's disease. It sucks. In February of this year, Justin Timberlake did cancel his final show just hours before he was supposed to perform it, which would have been interesting if it was the Lyme's disease. Like, did he get the diagnosis like right before? I mean, when any artist cancels right before, it either, like, it seems like they're sick or they could be maybe under the influence.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rubin, and if you've been seeing videos of Justin Timberlake on social media lately, you've probably been seeing a lot of people poking fun at the fact that he's barely singing and putting what appears to be little effort into his concerts. Well, he just posted recently that he's been diagnosed with Lyme disease, and if you're not familiar with this, it's an infectious disease that is transmitted through a tick bite that is a bacterial infection from a bacteria called Borrelia burgdorferi, and it often starts out with a characteristic bullseye-looking rash known as erythema migrans, and then progresses to systemic symptoms that can make somebody very tired tired. And not every case of Lyme disease starts out with that characteristic rash. So you could be feeling really sick and not realize that you have Lyme disease, and it can make you have a lot of neurological complications, including extreme fatigue.
Our next blind item is about Matt Rife. It reads, the facelift lip filler comedian will be dead before long. What? Why mess with the doll or even take the chance? Now, if you guys don't know about that spooky doll, the Annabelle doll, well, it turns out that Matt Rife is now the legal guardian of it. One person said, this is about Matt Rife, and honestly, I didn't expect him to be into that kind of stuff, especially because he's made fun of similar hobbies in the past. This person writes that he's not going to treat Annabelle with due respect and leave her in the case. The dipshit who died on her most recent, who should have known better, took her out of the case, and look what happened. Another person said that Matt's just looking for attention, but he may get way more than what he wants. Another person says that Matt Rife looks like an evil doll with all that plastic surgery. He doesn't have a comedy act. He just talks to the audience. Now, I am not going to claim any evil from this segment of Blind Item Breakdown, because why the hell are we talking about the Annabelle doll? It looks like he purchased this home and museum, which featured a bunch of haunted artifacts, including Annabelle. This is what happens when you just have too much money. You go and buy things like this.
Hey guys, super random but incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum with my very good friend Elton Castay. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets.
It does seem like he's going to be actually opening this home and museum for business, so this is maybe another business strategy for him to go and make some extra money on the side. It also seems like probably content for him to talk about in his act, because he really doesn't have much material nowadays. Oh god, here's a picture of him with Miss Annabelle, again, not claiming any energy from that. In May, Annabelle the doll hit the road in a nationwide Devils on Run tour with Dan Rivera.
I'm gonna open up the case. Quickly.
This is a recording of Dan Rivera, one of the main investigators at New England Society of Psychic Research, transferring the real Annabelle doll into a new containment case. The process is delicate and dangerous. Dan uses a consecrated glove, sprinkles holy water, and recites specific Catholic prayers throughout the entire procedure. Everything is done with extreme caution, because this doll carries an inhuman energy that should never be underestimated. It's not just an object being moved from one place to another, it's a ritual of protection. The video is old, but the ritual was always the same whenever Annabelle was taken on tour. Recently, the team brought her to an event where Dan suddenly passed away. He was trained directly by Ed and Lorraine Warren's team. To say Annabelle had any connection to what happened to him.
Within the case itself, behind Annabelle, scribed into the walls, is the Lord's Prayer. Infused in the stain is holy water and holy oil. All that helps contain whatever is attached to Annabelle.
Just months into the tour, it looks like Dan died in a hotel in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Authorities claimed that the doll was not present when they arrived at the scene, but kind of spooky that he died while on tour with Annabelle.
A paranormal investigator has died after touring the infamous Annabelle doll. USA Today reporting, authorities were called to Dan Rivera's Pennsylvania hotel on July 13th, where he was receiving CPR treatment. One day after the 54-year-old was overseeing a tour with the Raggedy Ann doll, a well-known relic among the paranormal community and fans of the Conjuring film franchise. No cause of death details are available at this time. Dan's peers now mourning the death of their longtime collaborator in paranormal activities. In a message shared on the New England Society of Psychic Research's website, the group shared with followers, "We are heartbroken and still processing this loss. Dan truly believed in sharing his experiences and educating people on the paranormal," adding, "His kindness and passion touched everyone who knew him."
Our next blind item is about Gina Diddy's ex-girlfriend, or, well, maybe still his girlfriend, because she's still advocating for him. This blind item reads, the ex of this producer, wannabe rapper, was told that she would be helping by sending in a letter that was prepared by attorneys for her. What is going to happen, though, is that prosecutors are going to go through old interviews and sworn statements that she's made to use against her. They all paint a completely different picture than what she says in the letter. Because remember, Gina was supposed to be victim number 3. She never showed up. And now she's trying to say that Diddy's not a danger and that he should be released. It looks like somebody's phone bill's probably due. This comment reads that he was denied bail anyways, as if that letter held any weight at all. Because to be clear, it didn't, not one bit. Another person writes that Gina wants Diddy to be released, but Puff is probably paying her to say all this. And there's no doubt in my mind that he is out here funding her life still, which is why she's trying to backtrack some of the testimony she's given before. Gina said our relationship, like many, was not perfect, but we experienced ups and downs and mistakes were made. Diddy has made a visible effort to become a better person and to address the harm he has caused, which it doesn't sound like it. I mean, he tried to deny everything. Let's hear a little bit of what Gina has had to say about Diddy in the past, before he was ever being investigated.
I know you had mentioned there was pictures of girls that you found, like naked photos of girls and stuff, like while you guys were together.
Mm-hmm. Like his nanny or whatever, her name was like Nikki. I saw like her sending him pictures of her to his phone, and I asked him, and he was like, well, what do you expect? You're fucking with a rock star. Like that's what he would say to me. But then I would watch him like treat other women better than he treat me. I never had a man put his hands on me. So it's like he put his hands on me and made me feel like it was always like a push and pull with him. It's like he would pull me close to him and push me away at the same time, which confused me.
Our next blind item is about Shakari Richardson. She's an athlete, a sprinter, who's been in a bunch of drama. This blind item reads, the sprinter I talked about last summer who needed to win to keep her endorsement deals and didn't, can count on losing the rest of them after what happened this past weekend. Well, it looks like Shakari's boyfriend is speaking out after a domestic violence arrest at an airport. American sprinter Christian Coleman defended his girlfriend, Shakari Richardson, after she found herself arrested at the Seattle International Airport. At the time, he said, I don't think she should be arrested. I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. She has things and that she needs to work on herself, of course. So do I, so do you, so does everyone. Well, that kind of sounds like a convenient explanation for really bad behavior. Oh yeah, she probably has some things to work through. Well, if you're at an airport, you know to behave.
Personally, I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if like she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have like things that she needs to work on for herself, of course. So do I, so do you, like everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just like extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if like I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at like situations like this to just like, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And I hate the narrative too of just like, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, it was just like, really nothing I could do. It's just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation, but she's a human being and a great person.
Well, after officers reviewed camera footage, they observed that Shakari grabbed Christian's backpack and yanked it, and that then he was shoved into a wall. They say that Christian tried to keep walking around, but she kept getting in front of him, instigating things. Here's some footage of this incident at the airport.
Shakari then went to jail for laying hands on her boyfriend at an airport. To multiple reports, it all went down at a Seattle airport after Shakari and her boyfriend Christian got into it. Police claim that Shakari's boyfriend Christian tried to walk away from her multiple times, but she would re-engage with him and even threw headphones at him at one point during their spackle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still shocked that they popped out together, especially considering the fact that the last time I checked on Shakari, she was playing for the other team. But that is no longer. It's looking like she is back to walking a straight line and giving her straight men straight hands. Shakari has not spoken out regarding being arrested, and I'm not sure if she is currently in a slammer or if she made bond, but one thing's for sure and two things is for certain. She withdrew from all of her upcoming races following being arrested. I don't know if these two are gonna put a screeching halt to their relationship and pause it or keep going like nothing ever happened, but I do know one thing, Shakari needs to get them hands in that temper in check.
Her boyfriend said that we just have two dominant personalities. To me, she's the greatest female athlete in the world. Sounds like he's a little bit brainwashed by her. In January 2023, Shakari was also removed from an American Airlines plane after she had an argument with a male flight attendant. So it looks like she needs to maybe travel by car.
Tablets and smartwatches. Please switch them.
You recorded me, but you jumped in my video, so I caught you because you jumped in my video. You're harassing me at this point, so I think you should stop. I think you should stop. I think you should stop. You see him, right? Y'all see him, right? Y'all see him, right? Okay. Okay, but I'm sorry, it's not me. Okay, talk to him. No, don't talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Tell him to stop. If you're not.
Planes are already as stressful as they are. I'm not great at flying, so this kind of energy I would would not want to be on this plane.
You do not know what's going on. Do not yell at me. You can stop recording. No, I'm not going to stop recording because I was making a video to myself. I'm going to not stop recording. And this video will show what you're doing. So who the are you talking to, man? Thank you. Like, no.
That is a hot mess, and it sounds like her boyfriend's not telling the full truth, because if she's acting like this in public and getting aggressive with him in public, imagine what she's doing back at home. But I want to hear what you guys think of all these blind items in the comments below. Thank you for watching this episode of Blind Item Breakdown, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.